Hi guys, I think we're live. Let me just check on my other screen here. Want to get all the technology up and running here before we start. Okay, looks like we are live. Still getting used to how this all works together with StreamYard. Anyway, welcome to day 2 of our live Website Without Stress workshop. How are you doing today? How's everyone feeling after day 1 of the training? Are you feeling excited or maybe a little nervous? Did you have any aha moments or breakthroughs yesterday going through the action step homework? Let me know in the chat. Say hi as you're joining me. Again, I'm using StreamYard, so if you're posting a comment and you haven't let StreamYard let me see your name, just put your name next to it so I can see who is posting. Thanks for joining me today. As people hop on, I just want to say great job yesterday for taking that action. So many of you took action, posted in the Facebook group, or a ton of people sent me emails with their action steps yesterday. So glad to see you taking action. It's really great. It's going to help you move forward. All right, I have excited and hopeful. I have something from Lindsay, nervous and a little scared from Susan. Susan, I saw that you just posted your action steps. So I haven't got to give you feedback yet, but I definitely will after this live's over. So look for that later today. I threw a lot at you guys yesterday, so it's okay if you feel a little nervous. You're learning something new, and that's normal. I did try my best to respond to everyone, and if I haven't gotten to you yet or I somehow missed you, make sure to tag me in your post or resend the email just in case I missed it, because I'm balancing a lot of people. And if you didn't get to your homework 1 yet, that's okay. Or if you're watching this, that's totally fine. I understand life comes up, you can't always do it on the same day. I am going to give you the entire week, I decided. So even though the live trainings end tomorrow, if you post your 3 homeworks within the week, I will give you feedback on them. All right. Let's see. Where do I want to go from here? Let's do a quick recap of yesterday as a couple more people are coming on. I also am sharing this. I'm trying something new where I'm not only sharing this on the Facebook Live page, I'm also going to try to share it on YouTube today. So I'm live in 2 spots. So if you are commenting, I might not see it right now, but hopefully I will see it by the end. All right. So a quick recap of yesterday is the 5 things that you need on your site to turn visitors into customers. We talked about that clear, straightforward statement so that when someone lands on your site, they know exactly if your site's for them or not. We talked about the clean design with just like few words. We don't want tons of words. People are scanning your website. They're not reading it word for word. We talked about like a clean design with the white space. We talked about just a few different font colors, or not font colors, website colors that will match and complement each other. We talked about fonts that complement each other. The third thing was a call to action button, so people know exactly what to do on your site. The fourth was navigation. We want to make sure our navigation's at the top and then it works on mobile. And the fifth thing was making sure that your design looks good, not just on desktop, but on mobile and tablet. Now, I know that's a lot, and you might be saying, well, like, I've never designed. How am I supposed to figure all that out? That's what I'm going to show you today. I've got it covered for you, so stick with me. Any questions on yesterday before I move on to today's training? I think I'm a little delayed, so I'll give it a couple seconds. Okay, if you have questions as we go on, you can just put them in the live and I will see them, or in the comments and I'll see them. So yesterday for your homework, I had you post your statement and send a couple pictures to me. And today I'm going to take a bunch of those and I'm going to show you how we can create that first part of our website, the above fold part, in less than 10 minutes. So if you've been reading my emails and you've seen the videos that I've been posting in the Facebook group, you know that for a very long time, I've been like Team WordPress all the way. I've designed all my client sites in WordPress. I've designed my site in WordPress. I've helped hundreds of students design their websites in WordPress. But over the years, I've found that some people are great with it and they can just take the trainings and run, or when I hand it over to them after I design it, they're fine. Then I had a core group of people who were beginners that were really struggling with the tech involved with WordPress, because it's not as user friendly as some of the other platforms. It's one of the most powerful, but it's not as user friendly. So I wanted to try to find a solution where I could help people who are just brand new to the web design space get like a drag and drop editor that could make their website look the way they really wanted it to. And this past spring, I started searching and I stumbled upon something called Showit. It's a website platform that uses WordPress for blogging, which is amazing because WordPress is the best for blogging. But it doesn't use WordPress for design. It uses a drag and drop editor. So you can drag things exactly where you want them. Kind of like if you've ever worked in Canva, it's just drag and drop. So I was like, all right, let me play with this for a little bit. So all summer I worked on Showit and seeing if this would work. And I was blown away. I actually moved my site to Showit, and now I'm teaching other people how to do this and designing my clients' sites in Showit. So one of the great things about it is that with this, you don't have to create your site from scratch. It allows web designers like me to create these full websites, like these templates for you, where you can just plug and play your information in. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Like everything we talked about, the design, like where your statement goes, the pictures, it's all there for you, and you just have to plug your information in. So that's kind of what I'm going to go over today. And another really great thing about Showit is if any of you are on WordPress right now, you know that they have no customer support. It's like awful. Showit has amazing customer support. So anytime you have questions, you can go straight to them and they can answer them for you, anything about your web design. So let me share my screen with you. Welcome to anyone coming on. So we got Sharon, Susan, Lindsay, a few more of you are live on me. If you want to hear on with me, if you want to say hi, go ahead while I pull this up. So what I'm showing you today is basically, hopefully you can see this. Let me check my other monitor here. There we go. Okay. I've designed a few templates for the fall. And what I'm going to show you how to do is pop in your information up top here. This is before the fold. Now, if you're looking at these and being like, well, this is a yoga one and I'm not teaching yoga, like these aren't for me. No, this is just a sample, but when you plug in your pictures, you change the colors, you put in your text, it's going to look like a completely different website. So that's kind of what I'm going to be showing you today. I have a Lillian template and a Maya James template, they're called. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to take you in and I'm going to use everyone's examples from yesterday and we're going to build out the first part of your site. So give me a second. All right. So this is in Showit. This is the top part before you scroll. I'm going to show you how you're going to build this out in this template and then the other template. And don't worry about the stuff on the side. We will get into all that tomorrow. But today I just want to show you how you can start your website in less than 10 minutes. So the first person that I'm going to start with today was Janet. She emailed me her homework yesterday and she said that she helps females create a budget so they can get out of debt. So her statement was helping you budget like a boss so you can live debt-free. So right here, we have a spot for her statement. You just double click on it and then she would pop in her statement here, helping you budget like a boss so that you can live debt-free. Whoops. Debt free. Oh, I can't spell today. Debt free. Okay, now you can see how this made it bigger, but what you can do is you can just click on this and you can drag things wherever you want. Like if you wanted this over here, you can drag it here. There's no restrictions with columns or anything. So I could take that here. I could take this, move this down. So your statement can go here. If you wanted to move your picture over here and move your statement here, you can. I'm just giving you some, just letting you see how flexible this is. So I have a spot for her statement right here. And the next thing we talked about was the clean design. So I've already created it where there's a lot of white space. We're going to get into the colors in a minute. Right now, I'm going to switch out her picture. So here we have this picture, and all you have to do is click swap image. And this might look confusing right now, but you get like step-by-step training. So don't be like overwhelmed with all the details of how this works. She did not give me a picture, so I'm going to upload one that I found, like a budgeting picture. And we'll just pop that into where the picture is. And now she already has her statement, her picture, her clean design. The next thing on the list was the call to action buttons, which I have already built in here and here. So if she wanted to say something like, say she had like a free, we'll say like a free expense tracker for budgeting. We could say, grab my free expense tracker below, and we can move this down. You can also change the size on the side of how big you want it. Like it's so flexible, guys. There's no restrictions on how you customize this. And then we could change this out a little bit. We can make our button bigger. You just drag it out. You can slide it back over to center it. And we could pop in free expense tracker, and you could make this, just drag it so it's all on one line, and that gives you your call to action button. How you link it, that's a whole, we can, that's a different video, a training that is part of the, the whole package when you get this, but that is how you would change things out. So you have your picture, you have your statement, you have your call to action button. I will show you in a second how to change it up here when we talk about navigation. But with the colors, there's two ways that you can change the colors. You can choose all your colors here in the design side, and then they just populate into your site, which I give you a full training on. But you can also change colors directly here. So say you have this and you want your button to be a different color. When you click on your button over here, you can see color. And you can change it to any of your pre-selected colors, or you can just choose a completely different color that you want. So everything can be customized. You can change the background color to, if you wanted to keep it in the blues or like a purple, everything can be changed around to, whatever you want. So I just want you to see how easy that is. So we've already created, the first three things. We have our statement, we have the clean design already, it's already done for you. We have our call to action buttons. The fonts can be changed, but you can keep these same fonts. They're already created to be complementary. And then the next thing that I'll talk about before we get to navigation is the mobile settings. So you can see this is on desktop, but the template I've already designed for mobile as well. So you don't even have to worry about it. So here's your desktop view. If you want to look at mobile, you just click this little phone, and you can see over here that it's already created as a mobile layout for you. So you don't have to worry about that. The only thing we need to change is, so we have this changed over here. We might just want to change the spacing. We need to make our button a little bigger over here. We can pull that up, and we can change the colors on mobile. So whatever pictures you change on desktop will also change on mobile. You can view them side by side as you do it. So if you're typing something here, It's not going to necessarily show over here, but actually, no, it should show over there. Maybe there's just a delay on this. But what you type here is going to show up over here. The only thing that won't change is you'll have to change the colors. But I just want you to get an idea that now you can see how you can easily do this in like 10 minutes, the first part of your site. It's already mobilely designed for you as well. And you can change the colors. Now let's go back to the navigation so you can see how that's set up for you. And I'm going to show you this for a couple of yours. I can't do everyone's that posted their homework, but I'm going to show it to you how pop in your pictures for a couple of you that gave me your homework. So let's go back to this header here. And this is the header that's on every single page. This is your navigation. It's set up at the top for you. When you click edit header, you get right into the header. You can just click on this and add in your logo. I teach you how to, I have a training on that, on how to create your logo in Canva. You just can swap it out for your own logo. You can make it bigger, smaller. It's so simple, guys. And the same thing here. If you wanted to put that free, what did we say it was? A free expense tracker. We can just change that to say free expense tracker. We can capitalize it or, you know, do whatever you want with it. But there's no need to like code or have certain special button things. Like it's all done for you. Okay, so let's get out of that. And I'm going to do a few others. I have Anya and Sharon and Lacey. I'm going to do yours with a template as well. But let me stop sharing this for a second and just check the chat to see if anyone has any questions so far, because I am not in the chat right now. Okay. Okay, so we have Alicia. Hi, Alicia. Showit is like Photoshop when I used it 15 years ago. Love that. Yes, a lot of people say it's just like a Canva or a very intuitive drag and drop, which I've never seen anything like this. I know Squarespace and Wix and Weebly have some drag and drop for sure, but you're kind of constrained to their templates where like you can't move things around if you don't like where they're laid out. And Showit also uses WordPress for the blogging end if you want to blog, which is huge. That's why it blows like everything else out of the water. All right, let me go back and let me start adding some of your stuff in here so you can see how it could work for you. So that was Janet. I'm going to stay with this template for a little bit, and then we'll switch over to the other template. Either one works. I mean, even though this has one picture and the other one has two, if you wanted another picture, you just simply, and again, this is like, I'm showing you this fast, but there's step-by-step training for all of this. If you wanted to add another picture in, you could just simply do that by using these different things right here to create one. I'm not going to get into that today, but anyway, getting off track. Okay, so let's go to Anya. Anya is still working on her statement, but it's based, we're gonna make it a little clearer. But her statement was helping you develop a sustainable wellness lifestyle. Oh my gosh, I cannot type today. So you can attain your best quality of life. Now this is pretty vague, and I've talked to her about clearing this up a little bit, but this is the statement she has right now. You can see it's pretty long. We can come over here on the side and oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on. Sorry guys. Okay, let me check my other monitor. There we go. Okay, so here is her statement, and over on the side here, we can change the size of that so we can shrink it down and make it fit a little bit better. And her picture that she had, let's swap this out. I've loaded hers in here. This was her picture. You can even add effects to your pictures. You can make them circular. You can have them, the corners rounded. You can change it to like different shapes. So there's a lot of flexibility here. I'm just giving you the basics right now. We'll just keep it pretty simple. You can also add different effects to this. You can have an outer shadow. It's really, you can customize it however you want. You can make it blurred. And you can change again if her colors, let's say her colors were green, we could come in here and just change all this up. You can put in your hex codes here if you have your hex codes. Like I'm just randomly picking colors right now, so they might not coordinate, but you get the idea of how this works. You can change that to like a dark forest green. So even though it starts out as one type of template, you can completely customize it. And next up we have Sharon. And I'm going to show how you can take one of these pictures. Say you wanted like a wide, like a picture that goes across the entire thing with this template. I'm going to show you how you can do that too. So Sharon is doing freedom to change. And her statement was helping you identify and change destructive and self-defeating thought patterns that impact your emotional wellness. Okay. We might want to stretch this out, this box out a little bit and stretch this out because it's such a long statement. And make it more like this. And for Sharon, let's just say, we're just gonna have something here that says, we'll make our button a little bigger. And we could just have it say something like, get started. I don't know your guys' call to action or what you're doing yet. So we're just gonna make it basic. You can make that bigger, get started. And then her picture was butterflies. And Sharon, I couldn't download that picture, like the quality wasn't good. So I just uploaded a butterflies picture that we could use. And if you wanted it to be the full length, because yours looked like it was long, you can take that picture that you upload and drag it. Let's see. Hold on, my computer's freezing here. Drag that picture all the way across. It'll look like that. And you can move, if you wanted this in the middle, you can move everything over to the middle. We could change our button to make it more of like a blue, to go with the blue if that was your color. And when you go to mobile, you're going to see that it's still designed for mobile. Like even though we stretched it in mobile, it's still going to look the same. And then here we might want to just shrink this down a little bit and move up our button. So we have to change the color. The color doesn't change from mobile to desktop, so you would just have to change the color here too. But that's how you can start super easily. Let's move on to the other template and show you how you can do it in that one as well. So let me stop sharing it and let me go back and check the chat again. Okay, Alicia says, why is WordPress so good for blogging in particular? So WordPress is set up for blogging. It works like Google is, when you get into SEO, like search engine optimization and stuff like that, WordPress is really set up for that. It has plugins like Yoast SEO, which when you use Showit with WordPress, it has that for you. So when you're writing content, it is optimizing it for you and giving you prompts so that it can help rank your site. And I know that gets a little bit like complicated, but WordPress I've been working in it forever, and it's definitely the best. I can send you some more links about that. I don't want to get too much into blogging today. Tomorrow, I am going to show you how blogging works with Showit, so maybe we can talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. But definitely WordPress is where it's at for blogging. You can ask any designer that. That's where you want to be. Are you on a site right now, Alicia? Do you have a site yet? I believe you may be one of them who already has a website. So let me know in the comments. All right, let's move on to the other template. Give me a second. I gotta share this screen again. Okay, let's move on to, this is our other template. Let's look at it in desktop. And right now I have it set up as like a yoga template, but it can be used for anything. It can be used for business or parenting, website, anything. So let's see, let's take Lacey. Lacey her statement is helping families of young, deaf, and hard of hearing children thrive in their earliest relationships. So for her, we would just take this here. This is where you put your statement. Helping families of deaf and hard of hearing in their earliest. Oh my goodness, my typing today. Okay, so you can see how this takes up more of the space. You can either shrink this down to make it fit, or you can stretch out the boxes here so that you can keep it large. It's totally up to you. Anytime you want to undo something, you just hit that back arrow. And then for her, we could say something like, wondering what to do first. Grab my free checklist, or whatever you wanted to put in there. And then you could, if she had a free checklist, we put it here. And in the trainings, I show you how to link it. We could change out her pictures. She did give me her pictures, so I'm going to find them in here. I uploaded them. Let's see what we're starting with. Let's start with this one. She had this sweet little baby with the hearing aids. We could put that there. And over here, she has this one. And now this is a horizontal picture, so when you put it into a vertical, it's going to crop it. But what you can do is you can just grab the edges and make it bigger. You can shrink it down to more horizontal and really work with it to get it how you want. You can move this box over so it's not cutting out the picture. You may want to, whoops, let's see. I think we're going to keep this like kind of long, but keep that picture. You can see that woman has the hearing aids. So we're going to keep it like that. Bring this over here so we can see both. Now, as you're working through this, you can see, okay, well, this one doesn't have like a background that kind of looks clean. We might want to take away this background or pick a picture that just has a white background so it kind of balances out. But this is your first time doing this. You take messy action. We can make this box a little bigger so that it looks better like that. And then in here, again, you can edit your header. So you can come here, just change out the logo spot I have, switch to any logo you want. Here's just a simple one I have here. Change this out to say free checklist. You get the idea. That's basically how you can start customizing this and have all 5 of those elements in 10 minutes or less. So let's go back to the site. Now, I know Lindsay and Susan, you guys posted in the Facebook group this morning. I did not have a chance to get back to you yet or to upload your things, but you could do the same exact thing. Pop your pictures in, put in your statement, and change out the navigation. Now, there are 10 pages in here. Every page works the same way. And tomorrow I'm going to be getting into a little bit more, like we're going to be scrolling through, showing you how to hide things. If you don't have like an opt-in yet, you can hide this whole section and just really make a website your own. So let's pause there. Get all my papers together. And let's stop sharing. Let me go back to the live. Okay, so we said, someone said they're on Wix right now. It's a new website. Okay, I've never worked in Wix. I don't know what it's like, but I'm assuming that it's got some restrictions. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of Squarespace, Wix, Weebly, those types of things. From what I've heard about them, I've worked in Squarespace before. It's definitely not my favorite. I'm definitely a WordPress person. Someone says I have WordPress and a Wix site, not happy with either one, but I'm already paying for hosting. Can I redesign my existing sites? So yes, what you can do. So I know a lot of people, like, I can't teach every platform, but if you wanted to redesign your site on Showit, that's what I did. While you're working on your Showit site, it's not live. When you're ready to turn it live, like when I moved my site from the WordPress design part to Showit, that's when once it's all transferred over, then it turns live and it switches it over. So you can be creating your site and Showit, and it's not going to be live anywhere until you switch it over to be live. And there's step-by-step for that. The Showit team helps you 100% with that. They are an American-based support team. So there's no, I know if you're like on hosting with WordPress or with Bluehost or SiteGround, like sometimes you're getting foreign people that are hard to understand. It's not like that at all with Showit. So we're going to get into that a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not sure who said they have WordPress and Wix, but it can be very challenging to design in WordPress if that's what you're dealing with right now. And that's why I created this other thing. So tomorrow we're going to get into more about how we blog. We're going to get into how we can add things to the entire site and how you can start this with a free trial of Showit, like completely free. You can start with Showit for 14 days, play around with it, and how you can get these templates, even if like you're not techie, you are on a budget. Like I totally get you guys, or a lot of you are on a budget. I have an amazing thing that I'm going to show you tomorrow for if you're on a budget, how you can get this and get free training with me. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Any other questions for today? Does this sound like seeing this, does this seem like something you could do with dragging and dropping and putting things in? If you had some like step-by-step training with it, let me know. I know like maybe just seeing it real quick, it's like, whoa, where did she go for this or where did she go for that? But it all comes with step-by-step instruction, especially on like how to choose your colors, how to plug them in, how to center things, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it looks really intuitive. It really is. Like I don't take switching my entire business to a different platform because I built everything on WordPress for years. So to switch everything to Showit, it had to really blow me away, and it did. This seems easier than WordPress or Wix, Sharon. Yeah, I don't have experience with Wix, but it's definitely much easier for non-techie, non-design people than WordPress for sure, because there's no columns, there's no restrictions. Susan said, looks good, something I can do, definitely. All right, so we've already gone 30 minutes. Tomorrow, based on what I taught in this training, what I want you guys to do is 3 things. So you can either do a hashtag homework 2 or just send me an email. But I want you to answer, based on today's training, do you think a website template would help take away some of the design stress and help you get your site set up faster than having you just have to start from scratch? Number 2, I want you to think about what your call to action could be on your site. Is it going to be like a free checklist or a cheat sheet, or are you taking them to like book a free call, or, think about what you want them to do when they land on your page with that button. That's number 2. And number 3, I want you to type, yesterday we talked about what a strategic website could do for you. Today, I want you to post why you're committed to creating a website, like why now is the time to do this for you. So they're the 3 things. I will look for your homework If you didn't get a response from me for homework 1 yet, I'm going to go through the Facebook group after this live, get back to you. I like to send video feedback, so I'll be sending you a video. And yeah, keep asking questions. Either email me, post them in the Facebook group. Here to help you guys. I want you to take that action and get that website set up. I want you to have your website up before the end of November. And without a doubt, you can absolutely do that. So I will see you tomorrow for our last day. Keep taking action and have a great rest of, what is today? Today's Tuesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, guys. Bye.